Have you ever stood among people and still felt completely alone? Have you ever been surrounded by laughter, voices full of joy, while deep inside your heart there was a strange and heavy silence? If this has ever happened to you, remember this: you are not alone. Feeling lonely is not a weakness. Very often, it is a sign that your soul is deeper than that of ordinary people. This story is about such a person who spent years believing he was broken, a person who accepted people's words as truth, and a person who learned very late in life that being alone is not wrong. It is just difficult. There was a small town in Europe. The people there were disciplined and very punctual. In one house of that town lived a young man named Mark. Mark was neither poor nor rich. He was not especially handsome. He looked ordinary. But the world inside him was not ordinary at all. Mark spoke very little. Because of this, people found him strange. Every evening, the people of the town gathered at a cafe. Friends, neighbors, familiar faces, sitting together, drinking tea, laughing, talking. Sometimes Mark would stop and look inside the cafe, but then, quietly, he would walk away. People talked about him. Why does he never sit with anyone? He is used to being alone. Maybe there is something wrong with him. At first, Mark laughed at these comments, but slowly, those words began to hurt. At night, alone in his room, he asked himself, "Am I really not normal? Is there something missing in me?" These questions slept beside him every night and slowly settled deep in his heart. One day, Mark made a decision. Maybe the problem is me, he thought. I should change. I should become like everyone else. That same evening, he entered the cafe. Someone was making fun of a friend. Someone was judging other people's lives. Mark tried to smile, but inside him, a strange heaviness began to grow. He listened, but his heart refused to accept it. He realized that people were one thing in front and something else behind. When one person left, others immediately began talking about him. After a while, Mark quietly stood up and walked outside. And at that moment, one thought became clear in his heart. I would rather be alone than live among fake people. Often, Mark sat by the window, watching the street. People walking, couples holding hands, friends laughing together. And a question rose inside him. Will I ever belong somewhere? Time passed. One evening, Mark was sitting by the river. An elderly man came and sat beside him. For some time, both remained silent. Then the old man said, "You think a lot." Mark was surprised. How do you know? The old man smiled. Because I was once just like you. For the first time, Mark saw his own reflection in someone else's eyes. The old man said, "Some people are made for crowds, and some are made for silence. And those who are made for silence, the world often misunderstands them." These words slowly entered Mark's heart. Sitting by the river, Mark stayed quiet for a long time. The old man's words echoed in his mind. For the first time, Mark felt something change. Maybe the problem was not inside him. Maybe the problem was a world that wanted to mold everyone into the same shape. The old man spoke softly again. You are quiet because you listen. You are alone because you do not let everyone come close. And these are not weaknesses. They are strengths. Mark's eyes filled with tears. He had wanted to hear these words for years, but there was no one to say them. The old man shared his life story, how he tried to change himself, how he pretended to laugh in gatherings, and how every night he returned home empty. "One day," the old man said, "I told myself, if I keep running away from who I am, I will stay tired all my life. That day, I accepted myself." Mark asked softly, "But loneliness, it hurts, doesn't it?" The old man smiled. "Loneliness hurts when you do not accept yourself. When you learn to sit with yourself, loneliness turns into peace." These words settled deep in Mark's heart. After that meeting, Mark's life slowly began to change. He did not hate people anymore, but he no longer sacrificed himself for them. He stopped seeing himself as inferior. One day, outside the same cafe where people once laughed at him, Mark was sitting. The same people, the same laughter, the same noise. But this time, there was peace inside him. He knew now that he did not need everyone. At that moment, a young man approached him and said hesitantly, "I am like you. People call me strange." Mark looked at him and said softly, "Being strange is not wrong. What is wrong is believing that you are wrong." If you are listening to this and you have no friends, if people call you quiet, cold, or strange, remember this. Quiet people are not weak. They are simply above noise. The world will not change for you. You must understand yourself. Not every human being is made for the crowd. Some are made to create paths. Walking alone is not easy, but it makes you strong. And remember, one true person is better than 100 fake relationships. If you are alone today, do not be afraid. Maybe life is making you strong so that when the right people arrive, you are not broken. You are not broken. You are different. And being different is a blessing. For more life-changing motivational stories like this, subscribe to our channel, Ajiha Stories.